Real talk, real question. Do you think or believe people are, or certain people are placed on this earth to be real life prophets? Do you believe that? In your heart of hearts, do you honestly believe that? Not false prophets, but prophets, real life prophets. Do you believe that? That some people have that ability and are tapped into a higher power and can predict and tell you things that may transpire or happen in the future, give you information, things like that? Real question. Because this video states, the title states, this anonymous man just revealed something big is going to hit us, and revealed we are not ready. We're not ready. What y'all think? Some people can look at scientists and believe that there's the reason why they have such highly intelligence is because they're prophets. They were given this ability to be able to perform certain tasks for our benefit. Interesting, right? We're gonna get into this video, man. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, join the fam, and let's check it out.
Time travel is an interesting topic. There's various stories floating around online of people who claim to have time travelled. Although these stories are interesting and they make you think about the future, scientists have said that none of them are true. They are all made up, and that there's no evidence that anyone has ever time travelled. Regardless, this hasn't stopped people from coming forward with their stories of time travel. One time traveller who wishes to stay anonymous came forward and detailed what they saw in the future. They said that they worked for a government project that selected a few individuals to be part of a top secret mission. The man didn't go into detail about the project, but said that during the process the candidates were kept in the dark in regards to what the mission was about, and didn't find out until last minute that they would be part of a group that would time travel. The only credentials he listed was that he was high up in the military, had dedicated his life to the services, didn't have family and didn't have any children, saying that this was one of the requirements needed in order to be part of the team. The man detailed that energy never leaves the universe, and that once it's out there it can still be seen if you have the correct machinery. The device that allowed him to time travel would lock onto these clusters of energy that were floating around in the universe, and in turn the machine would turn them into moving images. He also detailed that there was another machine that would allow you to travel forwards in time, or at least see events that would play out in the future. He said the following: "Many time travel claims may not be wrong, because what I may have seen on one timeline may not match up with what someone else has seen on another. There's countless possibilities that could happen to our universe in the future, and when we lock onto these cosmic energies, we are just seeing one possibility out of an infinite number of possibilities." End quote. The man detailed that our future doesn't look bright, or that the timeline in which he saw doesn't look good for humanity. He detailed that mass famine will spread across the world in the next 100 years, and that freedom will be virtually non-existent. He detailed.
Now, when it comes to time travel, I always think to myself, I'm like, could this possibly be true? Could this possibly be a thing, real? How do you feel about it? Could this just be, people are dreaming things and then they're coming true? Some kind of way you're tapping into a previous life, or just some kind of way you're able to just see things and then they happen. Is it coincidental? I don't know. But that's the kind of things I think about with time travel. We've heard several different reports and different things like that. Now, somebody's sitting here telling us that we are facing a possibly widespread famine. Like, how do you respond to that? Now you start trying to piece together different things that are happening in the world that could possibly lead to that.
tells that this doesn't plan out in the way that many people think it would, saying that there's not a horrible leader, but rather the vast majority of humans voluntarily give up their freedom without knowing. He said that doing basic things in the future will be tough for the majority of humanity, also noting that the human population levels out at around 10 billion people. He says that by 2150, 4 billion people will be very poor and will struggle to drink and eat. He said that there will be an overruling one world government that will lay out plans to help these people live, but in doing so the majority of their freedom will be given up because they can't afford to own anything. The man ended by saying this is just one outcome he saw, and that it doesn't necessarily mean that it will come true. Regardless though, he did warn that if we stay on the same path we're on, it will greatly affect humanity in the long run.
Now, at that point, you're at a crossroads. Do you believe him? Because here's how my conspiracy mind thinks. Is this person trying to tell us that? Was this person planted here to tell us that by some high-ranking government official to tell us this, to start persuading us to think the way they want us to think? Are they here to manipulate our minds? They telling us this to scare us into a path that they want us to go down? Or is this person being true and genuine and really possibly seeing something that we could be headed towards and is trying to stop it before we do get there? You're at a crossroads. What do you think?
But alleged time travelers have said that the future they've seen will not benefit the majority of humanity, and that we need to change our ways.
We've heard that.
Online users have heard these stories have given their opinions, with some believing them while others have said they're just stories. One online user said the following: "This part of me that wants to believe that time travelers are real, but then the other part of me doesn't want to believe this happens. Part of me also thinks that these people may be part of the top 1%, and that they're sending a warning out to us, but using the disguise as being a time traveler so they don't out themselves. I've heard a few of these time travel stories, and some of them detail the same thing. Perhaps it's someone trying to warn us about the future, and that they're trying to open our eyes to what's going on before it's too late." End quote. Well, this person doesn't buy into the idea that people can time travel, saying the following: "Although I like to hear these kinds of stories, to me they're just fiction. It's just someone making up stories for entertainment purposes." End quote. Scientists have said in regards to time travel that although evidence of this being able to occur in our universe is yet to be proven,
True.
according to the efforts made in understanding gravitational waves and the warping of space and time, Einstein came across a strange revelation when it came to understanding the nature of distance in the universe. It was originally believed in classical physics that the shortest possible distance between 2 points was that of a straight line drawn between both points.
Correct.
However, Einstein challenged this idea by noting that the very fabric of space and time could be warped and bent, meaning that the shortest distance between 2 points is rather the 2 points being directly folded on top of each other. His analogy was often compared to a worm and an apple. Rather than going around the surface of the apple to get to the other side, the worm could burrow through the apple, creating a hole in the surface and appearing directly on the other side. It's of no surprise then that this theoretical tear through the fabric of space and time is referred to as that of a wormhole. This means that if properly achieved, movement across the universe could be shortened to something known as instantaneous transportation. This means that rather than travelling any distance whatsoever, theoretically one would have to travel no distance at all, and would seemingly appear at the desired location at any distance across the universe. Once the mechanisms for how such a movement is achieved, it would be possible that to travel between planets, we would not even have to exit the atmosphere to appear on the other side of the universe.
Now, that one there is confusing. How? I'd have to see that one to believe it, bro. You know what I mean? Everything we've heard has been millions of light years away or however many, you know what I mean? It's never been close to, in relation to things. It's a long time. That's what I've come to learn about this journey of learning about space. To get from one point to the other takes a substantial amount of time. So with this theory in play, you're meaning to tell me it can be extremely shortened without traveling faster than light speed, like the speed of light? How? I don't see that one. I don't see that one.
US officials have just announced that a hacker has tried to poison the water system in Florida.
What?
They reported a computer hacker gained access to the water system and attempted to pump it full of a dangerous amount of chemicals. US officials said the hacker was successful to an extent, as they managed to increase the amount of sodium hydroxide in the treatment system. However, workers quickly noticed the change and reversed it. Those who work in water treatment said that lye is used in small amounts to control acidity, but putting a large amount could have major consequences. Old Style Mayor Eric Seedale said the following: "There's a bad actor out there. As of right now, those investigating the case have said no arrests have been made, and that it's not even known if this was done by someone within the United States. The hacker was able to do what they did by hacking into the water treatment system. An operator who was working that day didn't initially realize what was going on, and thought it was their supervisor who'd made the changes. But once the hacker got into the system again in the afternoon, alarm bells started going off. It's reported by investigators that the treatment software increased the sodium hydroxide content from 100 parts per million to 11,100 parts per million. Noticing that this could be very dangerous, the operator immediately reduced the level to normal. Residents though were left questioning how an individual would be able to do this, and what stops them from doing it again at a different location. They now know they can hack into the water system, so who's to say they won't do something worse? County Sheriff Bob Giletteri said the following: "I'm not a chemist, but I can tell you what I do know, and that's if you put that amount of substance into the drinking water, it's not a good thing. At no time was there a significant adverse effect on the water being treated. Importantly, the public was never in danger." End quote. What's worrying is that security experts have been warning about these kinds of attacks for years. Daniel Zafar, manager of analysis at Mandiant Threat Intelligence, said the following: "Since last year, Mandiant Threat Intelligence has observed an increase in cyber incidents by novice hackers seeking to access and learn about remotely accessible industrial systems. Many of the victims appear to have been selected arbitrarily, such as small critical infrastructure asset owners and operators who serve small populations. Through remote interactions with these systems, actors have engaged in limited impact operations, but none of these cases has resulted in damage to people or infrastructure. Fortunately, industrial processes are often designed and monitored by professional engineers who incorporate safety mechanisms to prevent unexpected modifications. We believe that the increasing interest in industrial control systems by actors of this nature is the result of the increased availability of tools and resources that reduce the barrier to learn about and interact with these systems." End quote. Over the years, people have discovered strange things coming out of their taps in their homes. The most recent one came in the form of purple water.
What the
This happened to residents in Ohio. They said that when they turned on their taps, pink water came out. Incredibly, this affected all households and businesses in the region, with many wanting an answer for what this strange substance was. For a short...
Imagine getting up in the middle of the night or in the morning and turning your sink on and you see that. What's your first response? You don't know if you done inhaled some fumes from that, what that could have been. And then imagine you stumble to the bathroom in the wee hours of the night. You know, you still be half asleep. So you use the bathroom, wash your hands. Your eyes might not be fully open. and this happens, bro. Like, stuff like this needs to be high priority that nobody can tap into our systems and affect our water. High priority.
At the time, it was a complete mystery, and no one had any idea as to what was causing it. However, after a short investigation, it turned out the colour was due to a problem at the water treatment plant. It was reported that large quantities...
But still, somebody being able to hack into that type of stuff is scary. I didn't even know people were doing that.
...of sodium permanganate leaked into the plant, causing the water to turn this colour. The chemical was used to improve the smell and taste of the water. However, what many had concerns with is when they were told it was safe to drink.
Oh!
As you can imagine, not everyone felt entirely comfortable with this, and many compared it to the time drinking water turned black.
I ain't drinking that. You drinking that? I don't care if you tell me it's safe. I ain't drinking that. No.
This isn't the first time something like this has happened. Going back a few years ago, officials said that residents in Texas should not be alarmed as the black water is safe to drink. But many residents were angry, as they didn't feel like it was safe.
Exactly.
It was soon reported by many that the black water came out of taps in bathtubs, sinks, and was even going into their washing machines. However, water officials did say there is nothing wrong with the water. They said the black...
Then why is it black? I'm not buying that, bro. If nothing was wrong with the water, why isn't it clear then? Why isn't it the normal color that I'm used to drinking? I don't care how many times, and it could have been safe, I still wouldn't have drank it.
The colour comes from having too much iron in it, and even encourage people to drink it. Photographs and stories soon started to be shared on social media, with people annoyed and disgusted that they were told this was okay to drink. One person said they'll drink it once they see a government official drink it. The majority of people weren't buying that this water was safe to drink. The black water had been an issue for residents for over a week. Some residents were so frustrated that they started to post videos online, saying that they wanted answers for why it's been like this for so long. Others said they had no choice and had to wash and drink the water. One resident said the following: "How can they expect people to drink this stuff? It looks horrible. Never have I seen black water, and never have I heard people drinking black water. This isn't right."
Now, I've heard of I've seen it on TV before. It was a company, I don't know if it was Shark Tank or one of them shows, that they had created a product like that. But this ain't that. And I'd still be skeptical about that. And you heard somebody say, when I see a government official drink this, I drink it. I still wouldn't drink it.
End quote. One homeowner scooped up some of the leftover water onto her finger and showed what looked to be a dark brown substance. The resident collected some of the brown water in a jar, explaining that it was not right for the city to expect people to come home and see black water coming out of their taps.
No.
And not only that, but also expecting them to drink and wash in it. So my question is, what do you make of these stories? And if this happened to you and you saw black water coming out of your taps, would you drink it?
No.
Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.
Yeah, bro, I'm not drinking. Look at that. You drinking that? No, I'm not drinking that. And I get it. Mistakes happen. Whatever happened at the plant and it affected the water, cool. I'll try to wait it out. You know what I mean? Get my bottles of water, ration it out. That's what I'll do. But drinking this? I mean, we've heard too many times of you doing something and they saying it's okay, and then years down the line they come back and say that it wasn't okay, but by then it's too late. Nah, y'all not gonna guinea pig me, bro, at all. I'll wait. I promise you I'll wait. Y'all get at me in the comment section, man, and let me know what y'all thought of this video, bro. Extremely crazy. Till next one, I'm gone, man. Peace.